Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2, mic check.
Mic check, 1 2 3. Internet connections won't stop us now. It's Trooper Football on the Eastwood Performance Athletics Network. Sebastian Perez Navarro alongside Christian Salazar. There may be a late start, but football still to be played as the Troopers are marching right down the field, 1st and 10. And Macias making a move, running towards the middle, making a move down. Solid yardage on 1st down. There's no better place like home, and no one knows that better than the Eastwood Troopers. After going on the road to take on one of the top teams in the nation, Eastwood returns to Trooper Stadium for their first home game of the season and get ready to clash with the Las Cruces Bulldogs. With seeing the amount of people here at Trooper Stadium, Christian, what effect will the environment have on the game?
You know, Eastwood, they're coming back from a tough loss. They traveled to Dallas to play South Lake Carroll, and now they come into their home stadium. Sorry.
And the run up the middle by Chalowski results in large yardage for the Eastwood Troopers. Count it, 1st down.
As I was saying, the Troopers are back at their home stadium. They have their home crowd in front of them. They have all their fans. They have their band, the cheerleaders, just the energy, the environment. There's nothing to compare it to. It's amazing.
Evan Minjares getting the start at quarterback. 1st and goal, they're going to hand it up the middle to Max Mencia, and he is going to be met right at the line and maybe even a loss of yardage.
You know, so far they got some good passes, but the run game right now, it's not looking too good, but there's still a lot of game to be played. Let's see how they can improve on.
It'll be 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. Max Mencia remains as running back. Murillo to the left. Michael Candela to the right. The give to Mancia, the cut to the outside results in a loss. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, you want to get a touchdown right here. You just came out with the big play that everybody's excited right now. You really wish the O-line could hold on to this right now, because a touchdown right now would be incredible for the Troopers to get the momentum started and to keep pushing forward.
They came out big. There was a big pass to Jace Molden, the tight end, but now they're stuck at the 10. As Minjares goes all into the end zone. What is that? Roll the troop, touchdown, Eastwood Troopers.
Amazing ball placement by quarterback Evan Minjares, but what an even better catch.
What a way to start off the season at home. The caught touchdown by Evan Macias.
Amazing catch again. Kicker Jesus Garcia is getting ready to kick the extra point.
We'll see a big start, 6-0. We'll see if they could cap it off with an extra point. Garcia's kick is good. Troopers lead 7-0 in what was a fast-paced drive.
You know, I'm excited to see what Las Cruces will do here. They're coming off a loss from Volcano Vista from Albuquerque. They're traveling 2 games in 2 weeks. You know, the morale, it might be a bit low, but we'll see how they go on from here on out.
The morale may be a little bit low for both of these teams. The Eastwood Troopers are also coming off a tough loss against South Lake Carroll. However, South Lake Carroll is one of the top teams in the nation. And in fact, you have to commend the Troopers for taking on the challenge. Julio Lopez opened up in an interview with the El Paso Times. South Lake Carroll is a premier program, and it's a program that they respect. They'll go out there to compete hard, play well. And a game against South Lake Carroll will help our kids grow in many ways, and it'll help us as we look to grow. Christian, was their goal complete of growing as a team with South Lake Carroll?
So far, we don't know for sure. It was 1 game. We'll see how it goes from here on out. But I do agree, playing big teams, it helps teams out. It prepares you for even bigger challenges throughout the rest of the schedule.
We might be seeing those effects right now as a short drive to get to the end zone goes complete, 7-0, and now it's the Bulldogs' turn to answer that touchdown. That ball bouncing almost out of bounds. Did they get the possession back? Yes, they did. Trooper ball. Recorded by Jordan McKinney gets the ball right back for the Troopers.
Amazing placement by kicker Jesus Garcia to get into Troopers.
Seeing the improvements right now when you can hear the coaches banging on the wall. It'll be first down, Troopers. Ball will be spotted at the 37-yard line.
You know, I said I was excited to see Las Cruces, but it looks like we might have to wait a bit longer to see how they do.
We'll have to hold off on that. Minhares remains at quarterback. Looking, throwing, deep, and it's incomplete, but flag's thrown.
You know, he definitely looked like he was pushed there. Most likely be PI right now. We'll see what the ref has to call.
Pass intended for Michael Caldera, falls incomplete. There was certainly a lot of tugging there. Christian, what you see?
You know, I saw 14. He was running. He had the man beat, but then I just see him hit the ground, and I see the man from Las Cruces just kind of tugging on his jersey.
What we saw was tugging, but it might be a little bit different. We'll have to wait for the referee to see what he decides. It'll be a penalty on the Bulldogs. 18 yards, move him right up again, and another scoring territory. Could this mean more points for the Troopers?
I think it will, you know. Even if it's not a touchdown, it can still be a field goal, but obviously the outcome that you want is the touchdown.
Ball will be placed at the 22, so just outside of the red zone. You can see Max Macia remains at running back. Jake Janowski on the bench. Minhares receives the snaps, looks, throws deep to the outside, wide open, man, count it! Somebody say Eastwood touchdown!
You know, that was an amazing catch by Michael Caldera. He had his defender beat from the very start, and Evan Minhares just saw that, and he decided to let it throw right to him.
We're not even finished with the first 3 minutes, and that's already 13-0 Troopers lead. Jesus Garcia will come up for the extra point to see if it's good. Right down the middle, Troopers early 14-0. Are they spelling out what's to come for this game?
You know, maybe they might even try to do an onside kick again. Who knows? We don't really know.
They're coming out strong. They're coming out looking for revenge after that loss against South Lake Carroll. Now we'll see when we get to see that Bulldog offense.
Hopefully. Who knows? They might try the onside kick again. The Bulldogs will take the field.
Bulldogs will get set to receive, if we can't even call it that anymore.
You are right, Sebastian.
Let's see what this Troopers special teams unit has in store. We're not even in the first 3 minutes, Christian.
You know, the Bulldogs are probably on their toes right now. They're expecting something, but who knows? We'll see right now.
Sends the kick away, and another short one. Can they receive this? Oh!
Big hit!
Tough hit. Spilling out what we're going to see. Physical hit by Gilbert Hernandez Jr. But finally, the Bulldogs will come out to the field and we'll get to see what they're about. And in fact, Christian, this Bulldogs team isn't so bad as we've seen throughout the first 3 minutes. They are 8-time New Mexico 5A state champs. They were the state champion in 2020. They've competed in tournaments such as the National Helmet Tournament in 2020. And they rallied after a 1-3 start and won 6 of the next 8 games to make it to the semifinal round in New Mexico's 6A championship tournament last season. Now, can the Bulldogs come back from this deficit and give the Troopers a fight?
You know, I want to see a good game. I want to see lots of points. I want to see deep balls thrown, big running back possession. I just want to see a lot of offense today. And I'm excited to see what Las Cruces will do to give Eastwood a challenge.
The big hit by Hernandez doesn't come without consequences. In fact, it'll result in a personal foul on the Troopers and the ball being spotted at the 46. They hand it off, and that one will go for a short gain. In at quarterback, Matt Lashley. We'll get to see what he's all about.
You know, this Trooper D-line, it's tough. They have their star, Noah Medina, number 94. And, you know, he's a big dude. It's hard to get across him, so we'll see how their run game goes from here on out.
They're at the 46-yard line. Count that a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Lashley receives the snap. Here comes the pressure. All directions. He's got to go through the middle. Will he get stopped? Yes, he will. Counted the sack by Aiden Huanti, and it'll be a Bulldog 3rd down.
No, the Bulldogs, so far, they had to scramble. The 2 runs that they had right now, they only got 3 yards off of both of them combined. You know, you got to throw for something right here. You're down 14-0. It's 3rd and 8. You got to get something going for your team. Give them, boost their morale. Give them some energy and excitement.
3rd and long, not looking very good. Let's see what they will bring, the pass or the run. Lashley receives the snap, fakes it, has time in the pocket. Now here comes the pressure, throws it to the middle. And that one is intercepted by Murillo. Down to the 40, 45, 50. Now he's going to be stopped right at midfield. All around. You gotta love what you see from this Eastwood Trooper team.
You know, Curtis Murillo, he's a cornerback. He can play that too, but he's even a better wide receiver. He had a monster game against South Lake Carroll. I'm excited to see how he does. He was Evan Minhadez's #1 target throughout that game last week.
One of the only scorers throughout the South Lake Carroll game. And now we see a lot of 3D defense, if you could call it. Curtis Murillo is one of the numerous players on this Trooper team that can play both defense and offense. Let's see what the Troopers have here. Fake it. Short. Murillo. Murillo's got it past the 45. Making a move past the 40. Inside of what I believe to see the 37-yard line. Let's see where the referee rules it.
You know, Curtis Murillo, he broke that tackle. If he was just able to stay on his feet just a bit longer, he could have gotten a bit more yards and he could have broken some more tackles.
He was stopped at the 39-yard line. However, it looked like he gained more with the moves he was showing. Takes the snap, rolling out. Here comes the pressure. Time in the pocket and throws incomplete. Pass intended for Evan Macias, who caught the first touchdown of the game earlier on.
You know, that's a hard pass to throw. You're on the run. You have pressure at you, but you have to throw it in a tight pocket to your receiver. It's just a hard play all around from everybody.
What does this drive, stopping the Eastwood Troopers on this offensive attack, mean for the Bulldogs if they look to get back into this game? Because we're not even halfway done with the first quarter, and it's already looking like a blowout.
You know, they need to stop them right here. Their defense needs to get something going.
Janowski takes it on the inside and down all the way inside of the 30-yard line.
You know, as I was saying, the run game, even the throwing game, they need to get something going on defense here because it's just collapsing right now, and you can't have that in the first quarter already.
Counted, he'll be at the 22-yard line. Just outside of the red zone, and now Minhadez stands alone in the pocket. Looks, throws, screen to Murillo. Murillo takes it in the flag, thrown at the line. He's going to be taken down harshly. No, he won't. Still fighting, but we have to check the ref's call.
I want to say it would be rough in the passer, you know. I saw him hit number 12, Evan Minhadez. Oh, never mind. You know, I saw a little contact after the throw. And another flag?
More flags are throwing. It looks like they got a physical altercation there, or a favorable one. The ball is spotted right now, right at the 20-yard line, right at the 25-yard line. We have to wait for the call from the referee. But it looks like they both got in an altercation, especially with the hit that was placed on Curtis Murillo.
You know, they had like 5 dudes trying to tackle him. He's a hard dude to take down. He's tall, he's fast, he's agile. All around, just an amazing player. I'm excited to see what he's going to do this game.
Being subbed in, here comes P.J. Chavez onto the field. Ball moving back, flags being picked up. You have to see what the call is here. Troopers moving all the way back to what seems to be the 40. Check what the ref rules here.
So the Troopers, they got a holding on the play, and after the play was over, they got an unsportsmanlike conduct. What are your thoughts about that, on Sebastian?
In reality, it's something that you can't be doing because it takes the ball from the 22 all the way to the 48 and makes it a first and a mile. That is something that the coaches are not going to be happy with during the game and after the game. Something that's going to have to be stressed is discipline. But now it's first and 36.
You know, the Troopers were able to easily get across the field throughout the previous plays. We'll see if they could do it again right here.
Minhares will be alone in the pocket, takes the snap, has time, throws down the middle, Murillo, and that one is intercepted. Taken inside the hands of Sinesh Shabazz. An interception for the Bulldogs and possibly momentum swing.
You know, that could be momentum swing, who knows? They got the one pick, but the offense, they already throw a pick too. So far, we haven't really seen a lot of this Bulldogs offense, but we're going to see more of it right now.
We'll finally get to see what the state championship team is made about. Here we go. Let's see if Lashley can turn the tide after the interception. See if it doesn't phase him. Man, inaudible. That Jacob Maes hands it off down the middle to David Valera. And that run will go short. See, will they mark it?
You know, so far, this defense, this Trooper D-line, they've been tough to beat. They're holding off the Bulldogs run game very good. And we'll see what else they can do from here on out.
It was a gain of 2. Mark it 2nd and 8. Ball on the 43-yard line. At their own. They have good starting position, but the question is, can they take advantage of it?
You know, we'll see if they can right now. I want to see a deep throw right here, though, because quite frankly, they need to get something going. The first quarter is coming to an end. They have yet to score. Heck, I think they have yet to get in the Troopers field.
Let's see if junior Matt Lashley has the arm. 2nd and 8. Barrera remains in at running back for the Bulldogs.
The referee is currently talking to Bulldogs head coach Mark Lopez.
Seems there's a little dispute there. This game has been physical. They've been hitting each other hardly, as if they was a rivalry game.
You know, this crowd right here we have is amazing. The student section, everybody's hyped up. The band is going. The Trooperettes are going. I'm just excited to be here right now, Sebastian.
Exactly. The Bulldogs may have the colors of Bel Air, and so far it feels like the Battle of the Helmet.
It does. It truly does.
Referee, speaking of both teams, play clock stops at 5 minutes, 24 seconds. We still don't know exactly what has happened down on the field.
6:10.
No flags thrown. They have to set the clock back to 6:10.
So it appears we're having trouble up here in the press box about the clock. I guess that's all it was.
There have been no flags thrown. It's still 2nd down.
I believe it was just something to do with the time, Sebastian.
Probably. We were lacking internet when we started, but now it seems like getting back, but not without lag. 2nd and 8. Play will resume. 6 minutes, 10 seconds. Lashley takes the snap, the screen to his running back, Valera, and he is going to be stuffed. Looks like
quarterback Mac Lashley, he had Noah Medina right in his face. He had to get that ball off, or else who knows, they would have been down back even more.
no yardage loss, but no yardage gain. 3rd and 8 it remains. Ball on the 43.
You know, they got to go for a good pass right here. They got to get something going.
Play clock finally set to what it needed to be. There was some confusion, but right now it's set at 5 minutes and 36 seconds. With it rolling, no gain, 3rd down and 8, and Lashley comes in. Two receivers to the right. Lashley takes it, flicks it to his running back, Valera, and Valera is going to be stuffed.
Amazing tackle by linebacker Andres Solis to get past the O-line and just tackle the quarterback.
Trooper defense has been on point, and the coaches are loving it.
They are indeed, Sebastian.
4th and 12. It's not time in the game yet to start going for these 4th downs, even though you're down 14-0.
That is true. However, I think they are going for it. Are they? No, they are not. Never mind. I stand corrected.
They're punted away. Curtis Murillo set to return it. Whistles blow. Have no flags.
And the Troopers take a timeout.
Trooper timeout counted as their first. What do they have to be discussing during this timeout?
Honestly, I don't know. The Troopers are holding up really well. Their defense is doing good. They just got an amazing stop on 3rd down. It's 4th and 12 right now. I have no clue what they could be talking about right now, Sebastian.
This could be baffling because you're up 14-0. The momentum is all with you. And to stop the clock, to take a breather, to take a timeout, is not what you want to be doing if you're the leading team.
You know, that stops momentum. People don't like when somebody calls a timeout when they have stuff going in their favor. So we'll see how it goes from here on out.
Maybe they wanted to change the Bulldogs' minds of punting it on 4th down so they could get even better a starting field. However, the Bulldogs will still punt it away.
Maybe they could just be giving their players a break. You know, Curtis Murillo, he's been playing both sides. He's going to be doing a lot today.
Curtis Murillo set to return the punt. Bulldogs sent to punt it away. Man in motion. Here we go. Kick up in the air. Almost blocked. Murillo will be set to return it. Past the 25, showing off the wheels. The 40, the 50, the 40, and down inside the 40.
Amazing return by Curtis Murillo to get this crowd excited and get to the momentum going even further throughout this game.
Murillo racing his way inside of Bulldog territory. Counted 1st down. See where they spot it. He'll be spotted right at the 40.
You know, if I'm Eastwood right here, I'm going for a deep ball. You just got amazing field placement. The defense might not be expecting it. You're up 14-0 with only 4 minutes left. We'll see what they do.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Instead, they hand it inside the middle, and Max Mancia tries to make a move outside. It'll go for a short gain, 2nd down. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You know, the Bulldogs last Eastwood possession, they got an interception. Let's see what they can do here.
You can see only 1 deep safety for the Bulldogs. Maybe it's something that they've been doing wrong this game. However, the fake to Mancia and the give, Minhares keeps it. Short yardage.
It'll be a gain of 5 on the play. And Evan Minhares, he's a guy who's able to throw it long, and he's able to scramble a lot, very fast, agile. You know, he's able to get you those yards if you need to get out of the pocket.
Mancia remains in the backfield. Have seen limited play by Jake Janowski. Fake it to Mancia again. Minhares fighting for the 1st down, and I think he's going to be just short. It was a 3rd and 3. See where they mark. I think he's short, Christian. What you see?
Honestly, I saw him go past, but the chains are moving. I see the chains moving. It will be a Trooper 1st down.
It will be a Trooper 1st down.
Oh.
Marker still remains on 3rd.
I stand corrected.
It will stay some confusion. They have to spot this ball because, to me, it didn't seem like it got past the marker.
No, you can't really tell for sure. The chains already moved. I saw the chains moving. I thought it would be a 1st down, Sebastian, but I guess I stand corrected.
Have to realign it, and it'll be 4th down and 1. Chains giving false impressions, maybe. No, and it'll be a 4th down, less than 1. It'll be ruled 4th and 1, but in reality it's less. Could be called it 4th and inches.
You know, and obviously I feel like, yeah, they are going to go for it. You're up 14-0. Bulldogs don't have a lot of momentum right now. It's only 1 yard. And so far they've been doing good.
Minhares takes the snap. He's going to take it, and this time, no question about it. Takes it for a Trooper. 1st down.
You know, Evan Minhares, the past 3 plays, he's kept the ball, and he's been able to get them that 1st down.
From the 31 to the 29. First down, Troopers. Janowski to the right, Mancia to the left. The give to Mancia. Mancia cuts to the outside. Here comes the Bulldog defensive line, and I don't think he gained anything there. If not, a loss.
You know, the O-line has to hold up on a play like that. First down, 1st and 10, you have to keep on going, keep pushing through. I'm sure they're tired, but it's just something you have to do. You have to keep pushing.
Results in a loss of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12. Ball will now be spotted at the 26-yard line. Minades takes the snap. Pressure coming from both Borth and Wright. Now throws it into the end zone deep. Deflected. Good defense shown by the Las Cruces Bulldogs. Defensive back Cohen Morales.
You know, Evan Macias, he tried to get open there, but it wasn't that good ball placement, and he had a defender right on him. It would have been hard to get that ball.
3rd and long. See what the Troopers are made of. Possibly the toughest situation that they faced throughout this game.
Even still, so they are in field goal range.
Minades takes it. He's going to run with it. The question is, does he have a hole? Stripes to the outside. Gets a stiff arm. Past the 20. Past the 10. Close to it. But it'll go for a run and a Trooper. First down.
Evan Minades, amazing job to break that tackle. He had a man right on him, and he just stiff armed him. He said, "Get that man off me." Incredible play by him.
Spotted at the 12. Just outside the 10, but still inside red zone. See what the Troopers bring here. Hand off the middle to Janowski goes. Janowski is on the loose. Janowski is going to walk into the end zone. Trooper touchdown. But a flag thrown.
Amazing job to go out to the sideline and get into the end zone, but we'll see what the ruling is here right now.
It was a great cut. But a flag thrown at the line. Might be coming back.
I was like so behind. You already grabbed me. I'm really like.
The penalty will go on the Trooper offense, and it'll be 10 yards. So mark them from the 12 all the way back to the 22. No Janowski touchdown.
Coming up to the end of the first quarter right here. You know, another touchdown right here would be amazing going into the second quarter. We'll see if they'll be able to get that touchdown that they need.
First down at 14.
1st and long. Still inside the red zone. Movement at the line. Flag flies. See if this play counts. Pass to Cananera, pushing his way close to the end zone. Down at the 1. See if it'll count.
Amazing job to truck the defender to keep on pushing through. He was just short, but there was also a flag on the play. We'll see what it is.
Penalty on the Bulldogs. Put them up down to the 1. 1st and goal. No backing up this time.
Troopers with the first and goal at the Bulldog 1 yard line.
Minades is going to take it in himself, leaps into the end zone, and that's a Trooper touchdown. Oh, yeah!
You know, amazing job to get in the end zone. He just hurled over all the linemen. Amazing job by him to get into the end zone.
20-0. What a way to start at home.
And kicker Jesus Garcia will line up to kick the extra point.
The snap, the hold, the kick is nothing but net. 21-0 with less than a minute to go in the first quarter.
You know, again, the Troopers, they've tried the onside kick multiple times. We'll see if they'll just do it again.
See what the special teams unit has in store.
You know, I don't think I could stress enough how electric the energy here is at this stadium. The
Have you seen-
Troopers, their first home game. They're excited. Everybody's excited to be here. The fans, the students, the parents, the band. Everybody's just excited.
If you see in the corner, the students are already dressed for a party. If the score continues to run like this, then the flat theme section is exactly what Troopers need, as the fact is the party will go on all night.
This is Garcia. Send kick to the Troopers.
Troopers getting ready to kick off. Pause and play.
Seems to be confusion on the field. I don't think anybody knows what's going on, to be honest.
Seen a lot of pauses, a lot of ball confusion. It's been a winning night. Maybe it's been a factor in this. Ref walking off the field. Bulldogs are set with formation. The Troopers are yet to be set. And here they go. Troopers finally set in formation. Bulldogs drop back. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Ball will finally be placed up in the air. They kick it off, and another onside, and this one mobbed on the ground. Who has it? Bulldogs say they do, but we gotta wait for the Reds count. And it's a Bulldog football. Take possession, but it looks scary for a while.
The Troopers almost had that. The man from the Bulldogs, he caught it, but it looks like he dropped it, but I guess he was able to get possession again before the Troopers got it.
Just barely, and now we'll be able to see this Bulldog offense in the last 50 seconds of the first quarter. (21-0) as we stand. With a short kick, it obviously comes with some consequences. This time, the ball will be placed at the 48-yard line, so a short field for the Bulldogs to march down and get their first points of the game.
You know, so far I think they have yet to pass midfield. They have 50 seconds left in this first quarter. They need to get something going. The morale and the momentum is drastically going down. We'll see what they can do.
First timeout taken by the Bulldogs, mark at the first of the half. Bulldogs, they really need to get it together. They've had a really bad first quarter, to say the least, on the defensive side, on the offensive side, and on the special team side.
You know, I'm sure the coaches aren't happy one bit about it.
Troopers ready to get back on the field. You can see they're already lined up. They're ready to go.
They're excited, Sebastian. They want to keep on playing some football. You know, the defense is doing amazing. The offense even better. And we'll see what the Las Cruces Bulldogs can do right here on offense.
Lashley gets set, one receiver to the right, one to the left. They're at the 49. Lashley gives it away to his running back. Past the 50, he goes to 45. Shedding tackles all the way down to the 40-yard line. Goes David Baleta.
Amazing job to get the first down by running back David Baleta. Amazing job, you know. That's the first time I think they've gotten a first down play with only one run.
Move the chains all the way down. It's a Bulldog. First down.
Ball will be placed at the Troopers 40.
Game clock is winding down inside the 30 seconds before the swap of the fields. Let's see if they get it off before the quarter ends. Maybe trying to draw them off.
Made Libyan motion.
Pumps. Now he's going to run it. Up the middle goes Lashley. Lashley goes for a solid gain on first down.
Michael Lashley on the keeper, number 17, Noah Padilla, and number 8, Jacob Paron on the stop for the Troopers.
Good job to get the tackle to prevent the first down for the Bulldogs by number 17.
Dallin Walter. Noah Padilla got the tackle for the Bulldogs, but they still move the chains, move the sticks. Second down and medium. That marks the end of the first quarter. Troopers lead 21-0. Christian, what you see?
You know, the Bulldogs, they need to get something going. They're down 21, start of the second quarter. Something needs to happen for them. They need to get their spark going. Something needs to click for them, and we'll see if they can get that.
They have to swap fields. It looks like they have a good drive going. A good run, back-to-back. See if they can capitalize on it.
No, so far, the run game has been decent, but I can't say the same thing about the throwing game. You know, they've gotten one interception already, and I don't think they've thrown a lot, and we have yet to see a lot of it.
Bulldogs with a second down and 3 with the Trooper 33.
Second and 3, ball on the 33. Started the second quarter. This will mark the first play. Troopers started well the first quarter. See if the Bulldogs can do the same in this quarter. Takes the snap. He's going to give it off. Good, solid run. Close, if not at the 30. Barrera has been the starting running back for the Bulldogs. Has had solid runs overall. Will he continue that pace?
You know, I want to see him continue that pace. I want to see a heavy offense game. I want to see a lot of points scored. I know I emphasized this already, but I can't emphasize it enough. I want to see a lot of it.
3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs. One deep safety for the Troopers. Lashley takes it. He's going to roll out. Can he get the blocks? And a tough hit, but results in the moving of the chains. First down, Bulldogs.
Good job to get the first down by quarterback Matt Lashley. They needed that first down desperately, and now they're almost in red zone. We'll see if they can get in.
The Bulldogs have been struggling. However, they did make drastic changes from the 21 to 22 season. They only have 2 starting returners from the offense and 6 returning defensive starters from last year's squad. In an interview with KTSM, Coach Mark Lopez said they'll be starting a few sophomores on their offensive line, which is really unusual for them. So yeah, they've got a lot of guys that will be playing varsity for the first time. And is that notable right here with the score that we have?
I think it is noticeable, and it is it's tough for them. You know, they lost a lot of their players, star players. They're having to put in sophomores, which compared to juniors and seniors, they're a bit smaller. They're a bit undersized, but some of them can still get some things going and help out their team. We'll see if they'll be able to do that right now.
Rebuilding is a risky game. However, Coach Lopez looks to implement new young talent so that they can dominate the New Mexico scene in the future. Second and 11, ball at the 28-yard line inside Trooper territory.
You know, Sebastian, they need to get this first down. They need to get something going.
Here comes the pressure. Lashley trying to get out of it. The question is, will he? Makes a move, but it'll result in a loss of yardage. Tally it more back, and it's 3rd and even longer.
Big hit by linebacker Andres Solis, but quarterback Matt Lashley was still able to stay on his feet. Unfortunately, he was surrounded by multiple defenders. He could not get any more yardage off that play.
On the stop, number 27, Jaden Sedano, and number 31.
Ball will be spotted inside of the 35, counted right at the 32. 3rd and 15. See if they can convert this big 3rd down.
You know, they need to throw a deep ball right here, because if not, I think they might just be out of field goal range. But who knows? And there will be a timeout on the play.
Timeout taken by the Bulldogs. Much needed, if you can say. Had a good drive going, but so far it looks to just have snapped, evaporate out of nowhere. Since the second quarter started, their momentum hasn't been there. And yes, it was slight momentum, but it was still momentum nonetheless, what you need in order to beat a team like the Troopers.
Like you said, Sebastian, he was able to only get 1 first down from switching from first to second quarter, but they really need to get something going, or else we might not see a lot of yardage and gaining from this game.
From a Eastwood fan point of view, this has been the game of dreams. From the Bulldog point of view, not so much. You've got a goose egg on the board, but you still got a lot of time to turn over it. So let's see if the Bulldogs can do exactly that. But so far, it looks like with the ball being on the 32, it being a windy night to say the least, this is not field goal territory for them.
Administration.
Just like.
Lashley under center. Barrera to the right.
Oh, you play soccer.
2 to the left, 2 to the right.
You play soccer.
Man in motion, whistles blow. No flags, but have to stop play. And now to be a trooper timeout.
No, they just got a timeout from the Bulldogs. There might be some miscommunication on the play. Who knows?
You want to make sure you don't have penalties that are easily preventable. You want to make sure you have the right man on the field. You want to make sure you don't get marked for penalties that are just a lack of discipline. And yes, the Troopers showed a little bit of that with their hard hits in the first quarter, but it seems to have toned down a little bit. So, was this Trooper timeout necessary in your eyes, Christian?
Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Who knows? We don't really know what's going on in the coach's head. We can't see if there was miscommunication, but I feel like there was. Heck, maybe there's even 12 men on the field. Who knows?
Like, we have to, like my birthday.
Bulldogs and Troopers back on the field.
Third down and 15.
It'll be 3rd and 15. Play will resume.
It would have been better if I did it this year.
Lashley fakes it, looks outside, hard hit, and ball falls to the ground, almost intercepted.
You know, the Bulldogs O-line, they've been collapsing a lot. They need to maintain their ground and just hold off against the Trooper D-line. I know it's hard. They're very big. They're very strong. But you just have to keep on holding on for your quarterback's sake.
Tough physical hit by Jaden Serrano, and it'll result in a Bulldog 4th down. They won't go for it here. 4th and 15. Your ball is on the opponent's 32. It won't be giving that much short yardage, but still. With everything that's been conspiring, you want to pin your opponent deep.
And punt formation number 34, Daniel Amaru.
Bulldogs get set to send the punt away on the 4th and long. And Troopers have no one deep. They're going to let this one bounce. And they're going to let it roll all the way, and the Troopers will be pinned deep.
You know, the long snapper, I think he thought he was playing cricket for a second. It hit the ground and it bounced up back to the punter. Luckily, he was able to maintain and still kick it off.
Not looking like a very good decision to send someone deep. Ball will be inside of the 10 of the Troopers' own side of the field. So risky, however, do lead 21-0, a dominant lead in the second quarter.
You know, the running backs, they've been doing good for the Troopers. They've been maintaining their ground. So has the O-line. Hopefully, they'll be able to get out of their own field, backfield. And we'll see if they can do that right now.
Minhares in his offense, pinned back, see if that plays a factor. Minhares takes the snap, looking, pressure coming, throws it deep to Murillo. Does it get there? Yes, it does. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Somebody say Eastwood touchdown.
Amazing, amazing job by quarterback Evan Minhares. Deep ball to around midfield. An amazing job by Curtis Murillo to beat his man and to continue on for the Trooper touchdown. Amazing.
We were talking about being pinned back deep, but it seems as though he just pulled something out of the Madden playbook.
It seems like it was no problem for them. They didn't let the pressure get to them, and they continued just going for a good touchdown. And that just has to, the morale for the Bulldogs is just going to go down significantly because of that.
See if they can convert the extra point. Don't think half of the stadium has even recovered from that first play on the offense for the Troopers this second quarter. What a play, and what a first touchdown for Curtis Murillo in this home season opener.
You know, I'm sure the Bulldogs coach is absolutely livid right now. Their team is down 28-0. It's the second quarter. They just need to have something go in their favor, but they can't get that at all.
Evan Minhares has been generous with the ball, to say the least. In each of the 3 passing touchdowns, one have been to 3 different receivers. So they have a lot of depth when it comes to it.
They do indeed, Sebastian. They have multiple guys who can make different plays. They all have different abilities. And it's just amazing that they're all able to do that.
What a way to suck some life into Trooper Stadium, up 28-0.
The crowd was going absolutely amazing throughout that whole play. Right when everybody saw the ball go up, everybody was excited to see what would happen next. You know, the Troopers, they've been favoring that onside kick. They've been doing it every single time they've kicked the ball out. We'll see if they do it again right here.
Here come the Troopers with their special teams formation. Could be one that asserts dominance in a way. Jesus Garcia will send it away. Seated short, seated long, sends it deep, and it'll go into the back of the end zone, touchback. Bulldogs will be at their 25.
We're already in the second quarter. That's the first time we've seen the touchback all game. And I kind of think it's funny.
It's been aggressive from the Troopers side, playing them like they're their own rivals. Could be a thing or two they picked up from South Lake Carroll.
You know, at South Lake Carroll game, it was a tough game they had to play. They had to travel, and it was a tough loss for everybody. But everybody's just bouncing back from that loss, and they're just so excited to be here today.
Bulldogs getting set. Goose egg on the board, see if they can change that ball at their own 25. It'll be 1st and 10. Lashley takes it, gives it. No, he will give it, but it has some room. Past the 40, the 45, the 50, the 40, the 35, the 30, the 15, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown! Bulldogs get on the board.
You know, they finally get something going for them. Amazing job to break tackles by running back David Barrera. Amazing job by him. The Trooper defense, you know, their coaches can't be too happy about that. It was a shutout, but now it's no longer a shutout.
Cut to the outside, works perfectly, and he showed the wheels. 28-6, Bulldogs finally scored.
You know, it's going to boost momentum for them. They got a big play on that run. We'll see how it handles from here on out.
They're going to go for 2, being down. No, they won't. They'll go for the field goal as the quarterback, Matt Lashley, will take the snap. Kick is up in the air. Kick is good. Counted 28-7, 21-point game.
This is going to be the first time that we get to see the Bulldog special team. We'll see if they'll do any trickery like the Eastwood Troopers have been doing right now.
Bulldogs, a little bit of momentum swing back on their side. See how the Troopers respond. You can see on the sideline, Coach Julio Lopez is not really a fan of what just happened.
You know, I know he's not going to be happy about the play right now, but his team is still up by 21. You can't let it get to you. You know, you're still up. You have the momentum in your favor so far, but we'll see if they do anything.
You could say, Barletta watched a little bit of Top Gun before coming to the game, because in that play he felt the need for speed. And now as the Bulldogs will kick it away.
So the kick for the Bulldogs, number 98, David Walter.
See what special teams has in line. Kicks it far and deep. It will take a bounce. Troopers touch it. It'll be received. And the run back by Evan Macias goes short.
Short game, but it was hard to scoop that up and continue for yards. And Evan Macias is down.
Number 11, Evan Macias on the return.
Not a sight to see. He's on his hands. He's on his knees. The athletic trainer's having to come out to tend to
You
the
know,
injured
you
player.
hate to see that no matter what, no matter who you're rooting for. You hate to see somebody getting injured, especially this early in the season. We hope that it's just a small injury, like just a muscle cramp or something like that.
Finally rolled over, having to grasp his helmet, pointing to his leg, knee. See what the cause of the injury was. Christian, what did you see on that play on the kick return?
I saw him get wrapped up by multiple dudes. You know, it was hard to escape that. He might have rolled the ankle, but right now he's in a lot of pain, or what looks like to be in a lot of pain.
Not something you like to see, but the painful reality of physical sports like football. Being tended to, the Bulldogs take a knee in respect. Admiration to their fellow players, something important to have in these high school games. Evan Macias back up on his feet.
And he's walking on his own. That's always something good to see.
Able to walk off the field. Hope everything is okay for Evan Macias. Having to take his helmet off.
He does have a limp. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Again, you hate to see that, no matter who you're rooting for.
Subbed in Nate Gomez for the Eastwood Troopers. 28-7 we remain. It'll be first down for the Troopers. Ball at the 25-yard line.
Troopers will start first and 10 for the 25-yard line.
Minades takes a snap, dropping deep. Here comes the pressure, trying to escape it, but he'll be tripped up, and it'll be a Bulldog sack.
You know, he was barely able to get him on the sack right there. Evan Minades, he almost scrambled out the pocket. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get very far.
Santiago Aveles was there to take him down. It'll be 2nd and 15, loss of 5. A ball spotted at the 20.
You know, this Bulldogs defense, they're finally getting something going for them. After giving up a big play on Eastwood's last possession, we'll see what they could do.
Munio in motion. Rolling out the gift to Mancia up the middle. Mancia makes a move, trying to get blockers, tripping up but still on his feet. Down to the 40, and a tough physical run removes the chains. Trooper, first down.
Amazing job to stay on his feet by running back Max Mancia. You know, he had multiple people coming, trying to tackle him, but he was able to just escape the pressure that he had.
21-yard gain to the 41-yard line. Eastwood Troopers first down.
Movement at the line, flags thrown. Minades has a free play, and he's going to go deep to Gomez, and Gomez is down inside of the 30.
It looks like he lost the ball, but however, I think he was down before the ball came loose.
We'll check what the flag is here. It's on the Bulldogs. Most likely the penalty. Yes, the penalty is declined. And the Troopers will move all the way down. Ball spotted at the 23. Now, fun fact, after that physical run by Max Mancia is not only a football player, but a news anchor, in fact, covering daily announcements on the KEHS FNB YouTube channel for Eastwood High School. So, in fact, a man of many talents. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eastwood Troopers. Minades looks, throws deep, wide open is Murillo. No doubt about it, it's a Trooper touchdown. Oh yeah!
You know, Murillo, they might have to start doing double coverage on him because he's just easily breaking the defenders' ankles. He's able to get by them and able to always get deep yards off of it.
Curtis Murillo, the homecoming king, showing why he deserves this crown. Top it off, cherry on top is good. 35-7, Troopers dominating.
You know, speaking of homecoming, Sebastian, I feel like this energy is going to be a lot like homecoming. The first home game, absolutely electric.
Troopers will kick off.
Once again, Troopers with all right back. Sponsors, Big Rock Pizza, Tinseltown, for team support.
Come back on the field, see what special teams has in store with such a big lead. We've seen offensive, we've seen kicks that have gone back to Trooper possession. And onside, see if they do it again. But not very likely. maybe we'll get to see a chance for the young Bulldog team to come down from adversity, being down 35-7. Still a ton of time to come back, though.
There is. It's barely 6 minutes into the second quarter. You still have after the first half. You know, hopefully they can get something going, because there's nothing like a close game. People love it, but some people also hate it, but we'll see how it goes.
If it's got you trembling in your seat, then that means it's a great game. This ball up into the air, and it'll hit the end zone. It'll be spotted at the 25-yard line, and here come the Las Cruces Bulldogs.
You know, Sebastian, this week, it was Spirit Week. Everybody's dressing up. Everybody was excited for the first home football game. And it's living up to the hype. The stadium seems to be packed. A lot of people here. And the energy is just amazing.
Disappointing start, no more. 35-7, Troopers absolutely dominating. Less than 7 minutes remain, still a ton of time. As in come the Bulldogs with the stoppage on the clock. Bulldogs huddling. Christian, what should be the main goal of this drive? Would you want to get into your enemy's scoring range? You would just coming out with points be a victory, or is it touchdown or nothing?
It's touchdown or nothing right here. You're down 28. You need to get something going. You know, they got that one good run by running back David Barella, but they need to get something else going for them.
Flags thrown. There was a penalty on the kick return. That's why the ball was moved all the way up to the 30. Now another flag thrown at the line. See what the ref rules. It'll be a false start on the Bulldogs, moving them back 5 and back to the original place of origin. However, the difference, instead of 1st and 10, 1st and 15.
You know, the Bulldogs, their run game has been on point. Their throwing game has not been the same, though. They need to get something going on the throwing side.
1st and 15 at the 25-yard line. See what Lashley has in store. But out of motion, he's going to roll out, trying to find a crease inside. Gain solid yardage. And a great run by Lashley. Put on the wheels.
Seems to be a gain of 8, Sebastian. You know, he's been keeping the ball alive, keep running with it. We saw him get that first down earlier.
2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. We've seen Lashley turn on the wheels. We've seen running from both of these quarterbacks, in fact. Evan Minhaitis had his own run touchdown that went and made the score 21-0. In this case, we'll see if Lashley can put a crease in that Trooper lead. 2nd and 7. He's going to roll out again. Keep doing what's working. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. But this time goes for a little bit less. Counted around the 35.
Be about a gain of 3 yards. You know, right here, you got to throw it right here. It's 3rd and 5. You got to get the first down. It's crucial right here that they get it.
See what the Bulldogs have in store. 3rd and medium, possibly one of the hardest situations to call plays for. Run or pass. The run game could work, but the pass game is sure to get you more yardage, couldn't it?
That is true, but however, the throwing game, they have 1 interception already. You know, this Trooper defense is just elite.
They send the man in motion. They're going to give it off. Give it to Jacob Myers, and his run blown up. Decided to do a little jet sweep action.
Amazing stop by Isaac Alvarez. By Isaac Alvidrez? By Isaac Alvidrez to stop him from getting the first down.
Trooper defense not letting anyone cross that marker. 4th and 3. The Bulldogs will punt it away. Another punt for the Bulldogs means another disappointing end of the drive.
That is true, Sebastian.
The question is here now, can the Troopers get a 40 burger before we go into halftime?
Who knows, they might be able to.
Ooh, in a physical altercation, not even close near the ball. That was between Richard Rodriguez. Maybe was being tugged. Flag flies now. Most likely a personal foul, but called on who?
Daniel Morrow is down at the 34-yard line. Trooper full start there, first and 10.
Never mind. Flag picked up. No foul.
No, Evi Minarez, his number one target has been Curtis Murillo, and it's been paying off a lot with multiple touchdowns and an amazing 97.
Give it off to Max Mancia. Finds a crease up the hole. No one's going to bring him down. The 30 to 25 to 20 to 15 to 10 to 5. All the way down. Check the rule. Trooper touchdown.
At the end of Max Mancia, he was able to escape two defenders and still get the Trooper touchdown. Amazing, amazing job by him.
Sucking some energy. Max Mancia's got his groove going.
And now, if you're a Bulldog fan, this score just can't be good for you. You can't be feeling good about it.
Jesus Garcia comes to top it. See if he can make it 41-7. Kick is up. Kick is good. 42-7. Max Mancia with the Troopers' 6th touchdown of the game.
This Trooper offense has been doing amazing. You know, I'm excited to see how the second half will go from them. Maybe they'll tone it down a bit. Who knows?
Coaches have to be happy with all of their players already. Offense has put up 42 points. The defense has led 7. This is an amazing outing from the Eastwood Troopers overall.
The only thing that would make it better is if the defense didn't give up that amazing yard or amazing run. But unfortunately, they weren't able to do that. However, they're still up by multiple touchdowns, and it'll be a hard game for the Bulldogs to come back from this.
A little over 4 minutes remain in the second quarter. Troopers set to kick it away. Bulldogs set to receive. Inserting their confidence, starting from the kickoff. They've been on fire today, every aspect of the Eastwood Troopers.
Every aspect from the offense to even the special teams, all of it has been doing amazing.
Garcia launches it deep. Strokes the hands of Mays. But it'll bounce to the back of the end zone. It'll be first and 10 at the 25 for the Las Cruces Bulldogs. $42-7, not looking the best for your team. You're barely in the second quarter. Christian, is there any way of coming back from this?
You know, there might be, but you really have to get the spark going. They have to go for deep balls and just be able to get score easily. But this Trooper defense, they're not allowing them in the slightest to do that.
The give off, that one will run for short. Vandes finally got a touch.
Only a gain of about 6 yards on the run.
59, Robert Garland, number 27.
Count it right at the 30, or at least very close to.
You know, they got to start throwing the ball, in my opinion. You know, you got to get something going. The running game hasn't been the best. This Trooper D-line, they've been holding their ground very good, and we'll see what they do.
The pump throws to the middle. That one completed. Rico Andrade comes up with the big catch to move the chains past the midfield. Bulldogs inside of Trooper territory.
You know, they finally got a big yard gain off the throw. We'll see if that will be enough to get them the touchdown or even a field goal. Because you need to get something on right here before halftime. You want to score here.
The fake sends them all the way down to the 45-yard line. See if they could capitalize. Troopers on their toes. Bulldogs with some power. They're going to fake it. No, they're not. They're going to give it the cut outside. First down. Barrera has been showing it. Down big, but still has had a solid game.
You know, he got that big gain of yards to get the Bulldogs' only touchdown, but not a lot of it's going in their favor right now.
Lashley under center, Barrera to the right. One deep safety for the Troopers. Takes the snap, rolls out to the right. He's going to run with it, looking for blocks. Past the 30 he goes. Tough physical hit and will be taken down, but not before gaining solid yardage.
Quarterback Matt Lashley, he's been keeping the ball a lot and just keeping to himself and running. It's somewhat been going in his favor. He gets good yardage, but in all honesty, it hasn't been the best idea because you need to get something going, a deep pass to get your team to get their morale boosted.
Gain of 6 on the rush, 2nd and 4. Less than 2 minutes remain in the first half. The gift of Barrera. Missing tackles and finally taken down at the 20.
Taken down by strong safety Michael Caldera. They were able to get the first down on that play. And they're just in red zone, just barely. We'll see if they're able to score off this possession.
Ball on the 20, officially inside of the red zone. 42-7 is your score. Sebastian Perez Navarro and Christian Salazar coming to you from the Eastward Performance Athletics Network. The roll out to the left, trying to miss and evade. Tackles, flag thrown, possibly personal foul. We'll check the call. Looks like he was brought to the ground rather physically after he was going out of bounds. Noah Padilla made the tackle. Check the call. It looks like he was going out of bounds, and right as he was willfully going out of bounds, he was just dragged out of bounds. Christian, who do you think the penalty is on?
You know, it's hard to stop a tackle when it's in motion, right when the dude goes out of bounds. It's tough to just let him go because, you know, he's out of bounds, so...
It's on the Bulldogs.
Oh.
Moving back.
Maybe it wasn't unnecessary roughness. But as I was saying before, once a man starts going out of bounds and you already have him wrapped, it's hard to just let go.
Ball will be spotted, at least for now, at the 34. Whistles blow, play resumes. Lashley takes the snap, looks, throws to the left, fires away deep into the end zone. Counted, Bulldog touchdown, received by Rico Andrade. Touchdown caught by Jacob Mays, counted 42-13.
You know, as I was saying before, they finally got that deep ball. Hopefully it boosts the momentum for the Bulldogs. But you're still down by multiple touchdowns. We'll see what it does from here.
Timeout called for the Bulldogs before the extra point. Time winding down. Christian, what you see from the Las Cruces Bulldogs as we finally near the end of the first half?
You know, they finally were able to get something going for them. They finally got some momentum. Not a lot. You're still down. But it helps out a lot to just get that touchdown right before halftime. Going into halftime, you know, I'm sure the coaches, they're not going to be too excited about the score. But you know, they have to get something going, and the coaches, they're not going to be happy one bit.
If the Troopers can score over 40, then what says the Las Cruces Bulldogs can't score over 40 and a half?
Who knows? They might be able to, but the way they're playing right now, I don't think... Actually, I don't know. Who knows? They could be able to, they could not, but they need to step up how they're playing right now.
They'll go for 2. Yes, this one's definitive. Under center will be Matt Lashley to take the snap. See if they try to fake him. No, they will not. They will actually go for it. They get to the outside. They throw to the end zone. Too much power meant for Jacob Mays. And the 2-point trickery falls incomplete. Troopers will receive.
You know you needed to get that. Make the score 15-42. But unfortunately they were not able to get it. And now they will kick it off to the Troopers.
Troopers 42, Bucks 13.
42-13, count it. Little over a minute left. See how the Troopers play it. They have one timeout at the disposal. Christian, you think they're going to want to do anything?
You know, they might not. They might want to. Who knows? They're up by this much. You don't want to risk people getting injured. However, if you get that touchdown right before, it'll just be amazing for everybody on the Troopers side.
Troopers not on the field yet. Bulldogs ready to kick it off. Now getting set their special teams unit. Max Mencia and Curtis Monillo going deep. Curtis Monillo will be the one to receive the kickoff. As we know, Troopers received for the first half. Bulldogs will receive possession in the third quarter. As this ball kicked into the air, and will it go out of bounds? No, just stays in bounds until the bounce. See what it says, flags throw, ball out of bounds. Not something you want to be penalized on.
You know, that'll just give Troopers better field position. Seeing that they might want to go for it, they might not. We'll see right now.
Bulldogs have no more timeouts left. Troopers have one. With that kick out of bounds, it possibly changes what they wanted to do with the drive.
And it looks like they will re-kick it.
They will re-kick it. Flag picked up. Possibly another penalty on the Troopers. Whistles blow. We've had a lot of confusion in this game. Many play clock stoppages, many penalties overall.
No, even with our broadcast, we had trouble getting it started. The mics weren't working, but we're still able to bring it to you live.
It's been a night of troubles, you could say, even starting earlier on in the day when a pep rally had to be stopped due to other forces of nature. However, we are still here. We are still playing football. Let it go on as Curtis Monillo takes the kickoff. Past the 30, hard hit, taken down around the 32. It's been a day of mishaps, Christian, but still able to recover and able to show resiliency through it all.
It has been. Everybody's been excited. They've been waiting for this moment, the first home game. Everybody's loving it right now, especially with the score right now. Everybody on the Trooper side is loving it. I can't say the same about the Las Cruces Bulldogs, though.
On the track side of the field, you can see the Trooperettes, the band, all getting ready for their halftime performances, including the cheer team. Ball officially spotted at the 31. Minhades under center. Max Mencia next to him. Minhades drops back. Halftime looks, throws to the outside, inside. Wide open, he goes. Michael Candela takes it all the way, and that's a Trooper touchdown. Oh, yeah!
Amazing job. He beat his defender. The Bulldogs secondary, they haven't been doing an amazing job, quite frankly. They need to keep up on their man. Their safeties haven't been doing good, and there are flags on the play.
Might be coming back. Lights were flickering. People were getting hype, but the refs
Oh my god, it was taking forever for them to turn back on.
maybe calling it back. Who knows? Didn't seem as though there was any tugs there. Both teams are staying in position. Jesus Garcia is getting ready to kick it off. Flag is still on the field, thrown out around the 20. Maybe it was a penalty during the play. Flag's thrown everywhere all around the field. No ruling yet.
Amazing job by Minhares to get that deep ball across the field. You know, he's had 3 now, I believe. And he just keeps on sending them downfield, and it's just amazing by him, and even amazing by his receivers to just catch the ball and just continue to the end zone.
Right now, as we stand, as it looks like on the field, Jesus Garcia is ready to kick it off at the extra point. So the penalty does not look like to go against the Troopers. We have to wait for a ruling, though. There has been none made on the field. We've seen a lot of those. The long balls have been a factor. A lot of miscommunication from Las Cruces, you could say, because there have been many wide receivers just open with no one around them.
You know, it keeps working for the Troopers, so why would they stop, you know? They need to keep on doing that. They're having an amazing time out there, and their offense is doing amazing.
Extra point caps it off, 49-13. An onslaught, you could say.
Can't say the Troopers are nearing 50. They're just 1 point off as it's getting closer and closer to halftime.
Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. This stadium is loving it. This home crowd is loving it. Under a minute left. The Bulldogs will receive, see what they like to do with it. No timeouts left. Down big.
Troopers will get ready to kick the ball to the Las Cruces Bulldogs. We'll see if the Bulldogs will do anything with it right now.
Jesus Garcia has been going deep with it. This one will reach inside the 10. And a bad fall. And hit out of bounds. And Julio Lopez is not liking that. Physical altercation between these two teams again. It seems as though it's been a trend. It's not ending anytime soon, especially at the end of the first half.
You know, we saw it previously in the first quarter. Some people trash talking, including Curtis Murillo. Some words were exchanged. Who knows what they said? It's between them. But nobody's liking it. And the tension is just rising and rising with each minute going on.
You gotta give something to the refs, and that is that they have let them go at it when it hasn't been an extreme situation. For many of these moments that look like personal fouls, they haven't been calling it. They're letting them have a physical game. 44 seconds on the clock. Bulldogs don't look like they'll be taking a knee. Possibly will be handing it off. Give it to the back. Barrera, he's had a long touchdown before, but this time he is stopped. Clock will continue to roll. See if they can get a playoff before, or if they want to get a playoff before.
They have about 25 seconds to get something right now. We'll see if they'll be able to do something with it.
Clock continues to tick under 20 seconds officially. Ball on the 32-second and short.
No, right here for the Troopers. Expect a deep play right here. The deep ball. Or not.
They're going to run it up the middle, but the Troopers looked like, as you said, Christian, they were ready for a deep play with 2 deep safeties. However, the run by Lashley proves in a short gain, and the clock will wind. Under 5 seconds to go, and the end of the first half has just blown. Troopers dominating in fashion, 49-13. Sebastian Perez Navarro and Christian Salazar coming to you live from Trooper Stadium. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Eastward Performance Athletics Network. How's it going?
Right now it's halftime. It's your break to go get water. Do what you gotta do. It's right now.
Our setup is a mess right now.
Can you turn off your mic?
Yeah, for sure.
Forward.
Back from the half, we are live once again. Welcome to the East Performance Athletics Network, or welcome back to the second half of action. Sebastian Perez Navarro alongside Christian Salazar coming live from Trooper Stadium as we get set for a whole new half of action. The Troopers, nothing short of dominant, 49-13. Christian Salazar, your thoughts?
You know, the Troopers, everything's been going their way. Unfortunately, you can't say the same thing about the Las Cruces Bulldogs. They need to find something to keep going. They need to keep pushing. I know it's a tough game for them, but you really have to do something right here. You have to try to, at least.
The Eastwood Troopers, a whopping 7 touchdowns. They have been nothing but dominant, even up until the last quarter, even to the last seconds of the half. How do they keep that up?
You know, they keep it up by just playing the way they've been playing. Keep the same energy, the same momentum. Everybody's going to love it. Come out guns blazing. Just do amazing.
The Bulldogs showed shines of brilliance, if you could say. Barrera, the running back, had a long touchdown run that cut to the outside that marked the score 28-7, and they had a Jacob Mays touchdown 42-7, a failed 2-point conversion. However, here we go. Kickoff is off. The Trooper defense comes on. The Bulldog offense comes on. We get set for a whole new half of football action from the Eastwood.
The Bulldogs, they're just trying to put the first half behind them. They don't want to think about it. They just want to continue playing, try to have fun. So we'll see how it goes from here.
We discussed this in the second half. The Bulldogs are a very, very young team. In fact, we discussed a couple of facts from this in interviews with KTSM. However, junior linebacker Ricardo Andrade told KTSM they want their expectations to remain state champions, even with this such young roster. But Christian, how long would it be able to build up a state championship roster with such young players on your varsity squad?
You know, it might take a while considering they lost a lot of players, very young, sophomores, a lot of sophomores.
Handed off to Barrera, cuts to the outside, past the 50, fighting his way towards the 40, and finally taken down around the 43-ish.
Amazing run to start off to the half. They're just going to try to keep up with that momentum. Going back to what you said earlier, Sebastian, they have a very young team, mostly sophomores and juniors, not a lot of returning members from previous seasons, but they're trying to just battle through that and just keep going. They're trying to put it behind them and just see how they do this season.
A good way, a solid way to start the half for the Bulldogs. Could this be a tight swing? Possibly so. We'll just have to see what their second play is. Currently it's 1st and 10. And a little bit of question as to where they will spot it.
The Bulldogs will go back to where they started.
They'll reverse a play. They will spot it right at the 39. Possibly a holding call. Referee did not make an announcement, but we can infer that a possible holding call on the Las Cruces Bulldogs moves them back.
This Trooper drum line, they're doing an amazing job of hyping up the student section, building up the energy and hyping everybody up for the second half of football.
In fact, exactly. The Eastwood community has been nothing but helpful. The unconditional love and support. The Eastwood Trooperettes wished luck on all social media platforms when the Eastwood Troopers went off to face the South Lake Carroll Dragons. Eastwood Stuco hosted a watch party, and the school accounts are very supportive of the team, and we're seeing that right now in live action as the Eastwood community has come up big time in this football environment.
The Bulldogs will be stuffed on that play. No yardage gain, but no loss either.
Stay right at the 39. Keaton Petermeer goes out, but Julian Lopez goes in for the Las Cruces Bulldogs. It'll be 2nd down. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Takes the snap, fakes it, looks, pumps, throws to the middle, finds a man, and he's going to be all the way down inside of the 40.
You know, after that run, they had to go back. It didn't count. but now they just got a deep pass, and they're trying to build up the momentum. They're trying to keep their team pushing forward to try to score a touchdown right here. It's desperately needed.
Lushly to Mays has been a dangerous connection.
Coming out of halftime, the Troopers, they might be a bit too relaxed. Who knows? We'll see how it goes.
It's that halftime mood. You're so accustomed to being relaxed in those 15 minutes you have me. You may get out of it as this one run up through the middle goes for short yardage. Richard Rodriguez comes up with the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 6 after the gain of 4 for the Las Cruces Bulldogs. Ball placed right at the 31. Lashley under center. Let's see what he can do. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Flags fly before this snap. Possible movement at the line. We'll have to hear the ref.
And this Trooper run line is just not stopping. They keep playing, trying to hype up the student section and get them absolutely electric.
The penalty was called on the Bulldogs. Now, touching on the fact of the noise, the Trooper drum line, Eastwood has a tradition with noise when it comes to football. In fact, they have a tradition from ever since the school day ends. They keep on ringing the bell that they have outside in the courtyard until the football game starts. That means non-stop ringing for 3 hours.
You know, it's an amazing tradition. It goes back all the way to the roots. And you know you love to keep tradition alive. Everybody does.
Lashley rolling out, pumping. Here comes the pressure, taken down violently. Andres Solis able to stop him.
Amazing hit by him to just stop him from continuing to get yards. Amazing, amazing hit by him. He's had multiple good hits in the first half, and he's continuing that streak.
2nd and 11 turns to 3rd and long. It was a gain of 1. The ball is at the 35 of the Troopers' own side of the field. See if they can convert any possibilities. Timeout taken on the side of the Troopers. They want to make sure they have everything set.
You know, the Troopers are playing a bit relaxed right now. They just got out of halftime. They have a really big lead. They're not playing heavy as much. They're kind of relaxed. So Coach Lopez will see how he wants them to play from here on out.
It's that halftime mood, right? You're given 15 minutes to calm down, but then going back into the field and having the action happening at a fast pace when you're most likely tired, it's hard to get back into the groove of things, right? Especially for the winning side with such a big lead.
Especially with the momentum that you're going into with halftime. Just you want to keep that going. Halftime cuts that off, but it starts a whole new section, and we'll see how it goes.
It'll be 3rd and 10. See if this Trooper defense can stop the Bulldogs. Ball right at the 35. Mays in movement. They're going to give it off to the back. Hand it. Sikik Shabazz goes for a solid gain, but not a first down, not able to move the sticks down at the 29.
4th down. If I'm the Bulldogs, I'm going for it here. You need to get something going, get a touchdown or at least a field goal. You're down by so much. You just got to get something right here.
4th and 4. Ball at the 29. See who they sub out. See who they sub in. They're bringing in Julian Lopez, wide receiver, and they're going to go for it, Christian. They heard your cries, and here they go. Lashley takes it. Troopers playing a close coverage. Throws it short and off the hands. Not really sure what was planned there. There was coverage coming from every side, and you go for a screen.
Andres Solis, he had the pressure on him. The man on the offense wasn't able to catch the ball. Because of that, it will now be Trooper ball.
Turnover on downs. Troopers will get it right back.
Number 7 on this, Elise on the coverage. Incomplete. Troopers taking over on downs. First and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
49-13. This game has been nothing but ecstatic for everybody here at Trooper Stadium who showed up and showed out. With a capacity of over 5,000, you can truly see it in the stands right now. Minhadis in London pocket throws the screen. Anybody gets the block. Gomez is past the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, all the way down. Trooper, first down.
Amazing job with the screen pass. He was able to get open and continue for a lot of yards. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get the touchdown off of it, but they are now in very good position on the field right now.
Showing up and showing out. It's been a field day for the wide receivers. Seems as though they're back in the 5th grade.
It does, it does. Every single ball has been thrown. Pretty much has been a deep ball, just launching it up, letting them catch it, and just continue for yards.
Recess football is one of the many great memories for those who are now on this team, and it seems as though it's had that same vibe as Minhadis throws towards the outside corner of the end zone, and it's caught. Gatera comes out. Super touchdown.
Amazing job to catch the ball right in front of the defender. He had him so close to him, and his ability to just catch the ball was immaculate.
50 burger on the board. Troopers have been playing like all of their past accomplishments from last year when they're coming off the bi-district area win against the Abilene Eagles, when they defeated Boswell to claim the Golden Area Trophy and advance to the Sweet 16 of the 6A UIL D2 tournament bracket. They've been playing exactly like that team.
They really have. They've been living up to the hype. After coming off that season, everybody's been excited to see football start again, and everybody's loving it so far at this first home game.
It is historically the best football season in Eastwood High School football history, in all of the varsity teams that have been around. And one thing that you have to notice about this team, Christian, being up 56-13, is that they're mostly all made up of juniors. There's not that many seniors on this team, so if they could get it together, have a good season this year, then maybe possible state championship for next year?
Maybe, who knows? You have a young roster. They still have one more year left of high school, and future coming up, sophomores and freshmen with amazing talent. Who knows what we might see from here on out?
They made it to the Sweet 16. If they can keep on adding talent, maybe they can beat those last 16.
Maybe they can, and I sure hope they can.
Getting set for kickoff. They started off with an onside after their first touchdown in the first half. They won't do it here, but it'll go deep. It'll be received past the 10, the 20, finding some room is Mays, misses a tackle, goes past the 40, and hurdling himself, pushing himself forward.
And the kicker has Jesus Garcia with the stop to bring the Bulldogs to a stop.
A good physical run by Jacob Mays. Nets him to be down inside of the 40, close to midfield. Now here's the thing, we were talking about the halftime break, right? But for some players, there is no break. Especially if you're number 59, Robert Lagarda, who's part of both the varsity football team and the band, as he was performing in the halftime show.
You know, seeing as he was able to do that just shows how much versatility students can have here. They'd be playing in the band and playing in varsity football.
Not only do you have teammates that are playing on both the offense and the defensive side, you have athletics / musicians. As that one is given down. Sabalarella. Short gain. Barella gains 1, 2nd and 9. Ball on the 44. Barella, we've seen he can turn on the Jets, right? However, can he do it to the second half to Warner come back down 56-13? Not any aspirations.
The Bulldogs are hoping for it. They need something, as I said before. I know I keep saying it, but you can't stress enough how much they need a touchdown right now.
In fact, they do. Down big time. Lashley takes it. He's going to roll out. We've seen a lot of this past the 50, past the 45, the 40, and all the way down inside of the 40 in Trooper territory.
Amazing job to scramble out the pocket and continue for about 20 yards.
Ball spotted at the Trooper 37, so they are in scoring, attacking range. It'll be first down for the Bulldogs. Let's talk about the Bulldogs for a second. They have this mentality of week to week, as stated in junior linebacker Ricardo Andrade told KTSM. They want their expectation to be state champions, but right now they want to focus on a week by week. They don't want to get ahead of themselves. That mentality can work well, especially when facing tough opponents like the Troopers. But right now, that week-to-week mentality, not worrying about the broader picture, how has it been working out for them down this big?
So far, it's not working out very well. They're down by a lot, but as you said, you just have to take the games as they come. They had to travel to Albuquerque to play. They lost, and now they're coming to El Paso, where they're losing, but who knows if they can get something going right here in these last 2 quarters.
The losses does not mean a lack of good coaching, as in fact Andrade also commented to KTSM, coaches are always telling them to be focused. They're harnessing on that. The players on the Bulldog side, they're harnessing on being focused, they're harnessing on concentrating from play to play, which is one of the big reasons why they're not giving up down so big. They're focusing on the play to play as that pass to the outside goes down deep into Eastwood territory, inside of the red zone. Lashley connects with Mays, and it's a Bulldog first down.
Mays was wide open. He had nobody on him. If he was able to stay on his feet just a tad bit longer, or maybe if Lashley could have thrown a better pass, he would have been able to score a touchdown. We're seeing if he could get one right now.
Inside of the red zone now. At the 8, the ball will be spotted. First and goal for the Las Cruces Bulldogs. Time ticking, a little over 5 minutes remain. Barilla in the backfield. They're going to toss it to him. He's been the power back for this, and he's going to march his way into the end zone. And that's a Bulldog touchdown.
His O-line gave him a very good hole to get through. Amazing job to just find his way through the O-line and D-line, just score for the touchdown. They needed that desperately, and they got it.
Deficit now a little bit less. You stop the clock at exactly 5 minutes. Trooper is able to score almost 50 in the first half. You have to wonder if the Bulldogs can do the same if the Trooper defense is truly gassed right now.
You know, they might be able to. So far, this is the fastest the Las Cruces Bulldogs have scored. Oh!
In fact, they will go for 2. And it's no good. Remains 56-19. They went for 2 in their last time they scored. That one failed, so counted. 2 back-to-back failed 2-point conversions.
You know, even though they went for it and they failed, they still got the touchdown. That's a positive. They have to look at that, and they have to pray that their defense can hold up this possession so that way they can continue the momentum.
Bulldogs get set to kick it off. Troopers get set to receive. On the topic of the Eastwood community, yes, the football players have endured a lot, but if we look over to the student section right over there in the corner, they've been standing for the entirety of the game. That is a tradition synonymous here in Eastwood.
You know, the only time that they sat down was halftime to enjoy the Trooper band and the Trooper has performed. But other than that, they've been absolutely electric. They're hyping up the varsity football team, and they're doing an amazing job.
Maybe the football team and the student section share the same resources for energy, if you think about it. But here we go, Troopers set to receive, Bulldogs set to kick off. Here he comes, and the kick is off down the middle. Received, and it'll be a short field for the Eastwood Troopers, close to the 50.
You know, even with the kick coming right at him and not a lot of time to react to it, he was still managed to be prepared for the hit and to keep going. And luckily, he wasn't able to fumble the ball.
Isaac Alvidrez was there to receive the ball for the Troopers before it turned into any bad situation, and now the ball will be spotted at the 49, just outside of midfield.
Will start first and 10 from their own 49-yard line.
Whistles blow. Pointing to Gomez. He has to walk off the field. Possible injury or mishap of equipment. First down for the Troopers. Evan Minhares under center. Takes it, dropping back. Here comes the pressure past the Curtis Murillo. You can never go wrong with the quickster. And there he goes, the 30, fighting his way down, still up after missing tackles, and all the way down, close to the 25-yard line.
Amazing job to break the tackle by Curtis Murillo. Again, Evan Minhares and Curtis Murillo, it's a dynamic duo right now. They've just been kept on going back to each other, and it's been working out for the Troopers amazingly.
Ball will be spotted right at the 25 after those quick moves shown by Curtis Murillo. Janowski comes in as the back after the dominant half by Max Mancia, the junior. Janowski in motion. The screen takes it low past the 30, the 25, the 20, all the way down. He's going to go into the end zone, and it's a Trooper touchdown.
Amazing job to break a tackle by Janowski and to keep continuing and thriving forward for a Trooper touchdown.
Score it on the screen. Janowski got some action. 62-19 as we stand. And if we look outside to the crowd, you can see a little family wearing Janowski proudly stapled on the backs of his shirt. And he just proved why he has his number of supporters. Kick is up. Kick is good. 63-19. Troopers domination. The first run touchdown since Evan Minhares' run, if you can even count it that barring that it was a screen pass. Evan Minhares, if you think about it, has over 7 touchdown passes this game.
You know, that's a lot. That's an amazing accomplishment by him. His receivers are doing an amazing job to make him have an amazing game as well, though.
It has been a great start to the half for the Eastwood Troopers, scoring 2 on the back-to-back drives as the third quarter dwindles under 4 minutes remain. They'll be set to kick off.
You know, Eastwood's getting close to 70 touchdowns. You wonder if they could even get to 100 maybe. Who knows? They scored 49 in the first half. Maybe they could do it again and even a bit more.
See how many numbers fits on the Jumbotron is, I think, their primary goal now. They fake it, and now they're going to kick it off. Hearing the megaphone, this one blasted into the air. It'll be short. And taken in just outside of the 25.
Number 19, Kennard Lewis, pass for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs to be spotted at the 30-yard line. Back-to-back touchdowns. Third quarter coming to an end. Hopes are dwindling. Not much the Bulldogs can do. See what they bring out here. Lashley remains under center.
You know, we'll see if We'll see if they can at least get something on, and it looks like they can.
Takes the snap, and this one goes deep for a gain of 9. Close to the 40 he goes. We've seen a lot of the run. We've seen a lot of the wheels that Matt Lashley has shown. Possibly their biggest strength when it comes to the offense. Their run game. But their pass game, not that much on par. We've seen some good passes, but in reality, they haven't been trying it that much.
I definitely do agree, Sebastian. Quarterback Matt Lashley, he likes to keep the ball, run off with it, and he's been doing good so far at it. But like as you said, their throwing game has not been the greatest. They got a couple good passes here and there, but not anything too outstanding.
Looked to me like he was short, but they're going to mark him right at the 40. First down, Bulldogs. Hand it off to Barella. Barella's trying to make a move, but his run will result in a loss of yardage. Place the ball at the 42 now. Second and even longer.
You know, I can't stress enough how good this Trooper defense is. With amazing coaching and amazing players, they're doing absolutely incredible. And they hope to continue this throughout the season.
Domination on the Trooper side of the defensive. Lashley takes it, low snap, fakes it, looks, throws, his eyes going to the right, now trying to evade, but the Troopers were waiting for him. The defensive line comes down with the sack and makes it third and even longer. Robert Lagarda comes up with the sack.
You know, he's able to play trumpet, and he's even better at playing football, with able to come up with the sack.
Teachers would love the fact that Robert Lagarda is a multitasker.
They definitely would, Sebastian. Just proving how Eastwood is El Paso's finest.
Ball at their own 38, it's 3rd and 12. Score remains 63-19. We come up now under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Lashley takes it, dropping deep, but here comes the pressure and he has to get rid of it. Almost intercepted, but not quite.
And they signal it incomplete. However, the Troopers think it was a fumble.
Lashley under pressure, incomplete pass.
D'Angelo Amaya, one of the men that was coming towards him on the rush, got rid of it just in time. It was a forward pass, hit the ground, falls incomplete, and now the punting crew will come on. But it looks like Trooper Stadium wanted a fumble on that play. Christian, what did you see?
You know, I saw D'Angelo Amaya. He was coming right at him. Quarterback Matt Lashley, he was trying to escape the pocket, trying to get rid of it, and he threw it away. And to be honest, I thought it was a fumble too. It almost looked like it was, but the refs called it incomplete.
4th and long, you're down 63-19. Why even punt it? Let's go for it anyway, say the Bulldogs. Lashley was out for a second. He still remains out. I have a man pinned deep. See what type of formation they come up with. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. So Lashley's intercepted, but they have the punter deeper than Lashley.
They do.
Strange formation, but no whistle's blown, so not illegal. We'll resume play. Man in motion. They send it away.
Short punt.
Very short. Takes a bounce. Taken in. Long one. And Jordan McKinney is able to take it all the way inside of Bulldog territory.
You know, already that punt was very short, but now Eastwood, they're on Bulldog's own 40-yard line.
Something that's curious is that you're putting in your number 1 starting quarterback, Matt Lashley, as a blocker. What is the thinking process behind a decision like that?
You know, they need to get something going, but at the same time, you don't want to risk injuries. In fact, the Troopers, they just put in backup quarterback Darian Diaz. So we'll see what he can do right now.
Call it a night for Evan Minhares. And And now Darian Diaz hands it up in the middle. Chanowski. Chanowski's run goes for a gain of 4. Evan Minhares steps down from the game after having an amazing game. All of the Trooper touchdowns have had something to do with him.
You know, I want to see what Darian Diaz can do. I want to see him throw a deep ball. I want to see him do something with this right now.
Minhares, 8 touchdown passes, 1 rushing. But now it's Darian Diaz's turn. He hands it off, cut to the outside. Elijah Molinar able to come up with some yardage. Short gain. 3rd down and short.
You know, with the lead that they have right now in the 3rd quarter coming to an end, they're starting to put up the backup so they don't risk injuries of the starters.
Under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 5, ball at the 35. They subbed out Curtis Murillo. Diaz takes the snap, the give, and he's going to be met at the line. Bulldogs not playing around, loss of 11 it looked like.
Quarterback Darian Diaz.
The Troopers will be back where they started, where it looks like 4th and 10.
4th and 10 at the Troopers' own 40, and the play clock winds down. 63-19 is your score at the end of the 3rd quarter. Sebastian Perez Navarro and Christian Salazar coming to you live from Trooper Stadium. You're watching the Eastwood Performance Athletics Network. Christian, thoughts on the 3rd quarter as it dwindled?
You know, 3rd quarter, not a lot happened compared to the 1st and 2nd, but still they were able to get some plays. Las Cruces scored, so did the Troopers, but we'll see if any of them can get any more points from here on out.
Trooper domination. We saw touchdowns from both sides of the team. Obviously, the Troopers scored a little bit more, if you could say, than the Las Cruces Bulldogs.
I think it's a little more than a little.
However, the Las Cruces Bulldogs did show some good things. They've had a good running game overall. All of their touchdowns, barring one, have come from the run. Bares has really been showing the wheels. He had a long touchdown in the first half to make it 28-7. It looks like the Bulldogs could have a possible comeback, but instead fell short. Gilbert Hernandez Jr. lines up far on the outside for the Eastwood Troopers as a wide receiver. One of the glooming positives for the Bulldogs has been the running game. It's been solid.
You are right, Sebastian. However, it's not been solid enough. They can't get a lot of stuff to go.
The pressure once again, and Diaz is going to go down. Run him in to make a body bag.
You know, the O-line, they can't collapse. They have to hold out, maintain, keep the quarterback up and healthy. You know, you can't risk him getting injured.
Back-to-back sacks from the Bulldogs, and they will take over as that was on 4th down and 10. We obviously know the Bulldogs are down big. However, that doesn't mean their coaching has been bad. Mark Lopez doesn't switch his expectations due to the course age, as he's made it clear the expectation remains state champions, and they're playing these high-caliber teams. But he says his guys have done a great job at focusing and taking it day by day. That's their ultimate goal. That's their ultimate mentality. And that mentality has been good. Their coaches have big aspirations, but are concentrating on week bases. They're on the basis of nice and steady wins to week. But overall, they've had good things to say about their players, and even though they're experiencing a loss like this, they still have the experience to play against an El Paso team, playing against a team that made it to the Sweet 16 of the UIL Division II, playing against the Golden Area Trophy. It's such a young team. To put them up against a team like this,
It could be devastating at times, but at other times it's a learning experience. You're playing a tough team, you're underdogs going into it. It's a tough team to beat, and just they can't come up with it right now.
Troopers had their learning experience last week. Bulldogs having theirs this week, and a good move made by Matt Lashley takes him, the moves the sticks past the 40. Ball be spotted at the 37. Gain of 9 on the rush. Matt Lashley, a good runner.
You know, he's been showing off his wheels a lot. As I said before, he likes to just hold on to the ball and just run for it.
6'1", 170 pounds. He's agile. He's quick. He's got the moves. Lashley gives it away down the middle. Barella experiences a tough hit. Big hit by Isaiah Ceres. However, that ball still went for a gain down at the 30. Makes it the second and short.
Good job to stop him from getting the first down. The Bulldogs all there in Trooper area. They're looking to get a touchdown out of here.
Under 10 minutes to go in the game. Matt Lashley rolling out. He's going to run it once again past the 30, pushing men, trying to make it to the 25. He's not going to make it, just short around the 27.
Lastly on the keeper, tackle with number 16, Cam Mason.
And no, he did get the first down, Sebastian. He was able to push through enough and fight and tackle his way through.
Referee's not calling it dead yet. Move the chains. Cam Mason came up with the tackle. It'll be first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Lashley takes it, gives it, finds a hole. Barella fighting his way down to the 15-yard line.
And he will get the first down, Sebastian. You know, Barella, he's been doing good so far. It hasn't been quite good enough, though, as the score it shows that.
Moving the chains slowly but surely. Bulldogs not giving up.
You know, the Bulldogs right now, they're hoping to get a touchdown. They're barely just in red zone, and we'll see what they could do with it here.
At the 15, we've noticed a pattern of running, and see if they change it here. Matt Lashley with David Barella to his left. Takes the snap, gives it down the middle, fighting his way towards defenders, inside of the 10.
And the Bulldogs will get another first down, Sebastian.
Another first down through the ground. They've been dominating that case.
They have been. So far, previous quarters, they haven't been doing it, but right here, they're getting something going, but it might just be too little too late.
Exactly that. The Troopers' defense might also be a little bit gassed right now, but one thing they're going to have to focus on, because in reality, the Bulldogs have been running it through the ground, and they have been running it successfully. One thing that the Troopers are going to have to focus on in practice this week.
You know, they're going to have to focus on O-line. The O-line's going to have to step it up, push through.
Toss to Barella. Barella is inside, and it's a Bulldog touchdown.
As I was saying, the O-line, they're going to go through a lot during practice this next week. We're going to see how they could handle this.
Flag thrown. This one might be coming back. It would have been Barella's third touchdown of the game. However, might be overturned. Waiting for the call. Under 8 minutes remain. Right now, as it stands, it's Troopers 63, Bulldogs 25. Seems as though the flag was picked up. Not on the field anymore. Check the call. Ball remains inside of the 10 at the 3-yard line. Touchdown will stand. They'll go for 2. Ball stand at the 3, however. Low snap, looks towards the outside, and finally able to get a 2-point conversion.
You know, now they won for 3 on the 2-point conversion. They needed the previous 2, but at least they got one.
Matt Lashley able to complete it to Keaton Petermere. Results in their first completion of a 2-point conversion. Bulldogs get ready to kick it off to the Eastwood Troopers. If there's one thing you need to commend the Eastwood Troopers for, Christian, it's the adversity. Despite winning by a district area, the Golden Area Trophy against Boswell, the Troopers have faced adversity opening the 2022-2023 season. In the Prep 1 Power Rankings that were released at the beginning for the El Paso football teams, they ranked 7th. The defending Golden Area Trophies ranked 7th.
You know, and people definitely expressed that they were not happy about the rankings through social media. Many posts, many comments. No, a lot of people did not agree with it at all. They expected Eastwood to be a lot higher than 7.
And they've been showing that. They've been showing why they're not number 7 as they right now lead against the Las Cruces Bulldogs 63-27 against the 8-time New Mexico State champs. Not only that, but their opening schedule to start the season, it has been rough. They faced the 3-time national champions and 8-time state champions to open the season. And in their home opener, they faced the 2020 New Mexico State champions the second week. Back-to-back state champions.
You know, that's definitely not easy to come off of. Tough losses like that, it could definitely decline the morale and people's feelings about the team. However, you just have to look past it, quite frankly. You can't let it get to your head. You just have to continue throughout the season, and you just hope for the best.
Trooper football program showing what they're all about. Darian Diaz remains under center. Takes the snap, gives it off, up the middle. That one goes solid yardage. Elijah Molinar able to move the stick. Take it from 1st and 10 to 2nd and 4. Gain of 6.
And there is a flag on the play, Sebastian.
Check the call by the refs.
And it will be on the Troopers.
Troopers moving back. That flag seemed to be thrown after the play, but it'll take it from a 2nd and 4 all the way back. 10.
And the Troopers will now be in their own 20.
Oh, wow. That is... So from starting at the 25, they move all the way down to the 15. Flag seemed to be thrown at the start of the play, let the play go on. It'll be 2nd down and 20 for the Eastwood Troopers.
You know,
Possible holding call.
possibly. You know, right here, they don't really need to get something going. They have a very big lead. However, if they can get something, on Monday, everybody will be so happy for them.
Diaz takes the snap, gives it up the middle. That one stopped, went for a gain, but a short one at that. Gain of 1 yard on the run by Molinar.
It'll now be 3rd and 19, and we'll see if the Troopers can do anything with it here.
Under 7 minutes now, 3rd and long, ball on their own 16.
They called a 3rd down at 19. For the Troopers.
Jace Molden lining up as tight end. Then we start off with a big pass down the middle of Jace Molden. Former quarterback, now moved to tight end. Saw a little bit of action during the Blue vs. Gold football game, and he's a big man. At 6'5", 210 pounds, fits the perfect description of what a tight end should be.
You know, someone like him, you'd love to have him on your team as a receiver. He's so much taller than everybody, and he's a big dude. And even with all that, he's still fast, and he's able to get downfield very quick.
Takes the snap, hands it off the middle. Molinar goes down. Short gain, not able to move the sticks, not able to return to the original point of startage. Made it down to the 24. It'll be 4th and 11 for the Eastwood Trooper offense.
And you know the band, after their amazing halftime performance, they're still playing their heart out.
Keeping the good energy going. Doesn't matter if it's 63-27 on the scoreboard. Let's keep it going. Keep it rolling. Gotta give it off to the Eastwood Community Trooper Band, Trooperettes, student section, showing their pride, showing their support.
You know, they're definitely keeping the energy still up, even with the blowout game like this. Everybody's still so excited about it, and it's still so electric right now.
If we look to what's in store for the Eastwood Troopers, next week they face the number 1 ranked team, according to Prep 1 at the start of the season, in the division, Pebble Hills. They face them next week. They're currently ranked number 1 as of this time, playing a game. Pebble Hills were also ranked number 1 in the Prep 1 power rankings at the start of the season. They have an early bye week in week 4. And the next game after Pebbles will be Homecoming versus El Dorado. This time we get to see Eastwood at everything it has.
You know, I'm very excited for Homecoming, and I'm very excited for Pebble Hills too. They're going up against a team that was ranked 1 at the start of the season, and they're going to prove that they can beat the number 1 team and that they should be number 1.
Pebble Hills made a deep stretch last year in the UIL 6A Division II playoff round, just like Eastwood. Reason for their number 1 ranking, as of this time, ranked number 1 in their division. That is soon to change in the UIL District 1, Region 1 Conference 6A. As they are playing as of right now, maybe it can change. Punt up, and away. Sent close to midfield. Taken in, almost fumbled the ball. Dangerous there with possession. Aiden Huante came up big on the tackle. Bulldogs will come in.
Amazing job by Aiden Huante to stop him from getting more yards.
Hasn't been a good start of season for the Las Cruces Bulldogs. They started with a loss against Volcano Vista. That game ended 17-34. They rank currently in New Mexico Class 6A at number 16. And next week they take on the defending New Mexico State champs, Cleveland Storm.
You know, after what's going to be a loss to this game, going up against and playing a previous state champion, that's just going to be tough on your team. Everybody from the coaches to maybe even the students at the school.
One gain short yardage. Barrera able to gain some. Makes it 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 38. Now, the thing with the Cleveland Storm is they may be the defending state champions. However, as of currently, they stand 1-1. They lost their season opener at Centennial, 39-35. They took down La Cueva in a second game, 33-29. Both games are decided under 5 points. Can the Bulldogs keep it close?
You know, maybe they can, maybe they can't. Who knows? Oh.
And a big shedding tackle. Matt Lashley is able to compete it to Rico Andrade for a tough physical run outside. Moves the chains.
As I was saying, maybe they can, maybe they can't. Going up a previous state championship, that's going to be very difficult for their team. And with the way they're playing right now, I don't really know, to be honest, Sebastian.
Cleveland Storm currently at the time of this game playing Amarillo, Texas. Second and 4. Moving the chains after the big physical run by Andrade.
How many points were scored is how many we get.
Inside of the red zone, ball officially placed inside at the 12. Man in motion, Lashley takes the snap, gives it up, by the middle. Up the gut. Can he make it inside of the end zone? Close. Stuffed at the 1. Sinek Shabazz able to get it inside, close to scoring range.
Amazing job to just break up in the middle and just continue. Unfortunately, he was not able to get the touchdown, but they're very close to getting it right now.
Shabazz has been a good runner, and he had an interception in the first quarter. Overall, he can do it all as well. Putting the starting line on the Eastwood Troopers, let's put the light on the Las Cruces Bulldogs.
You know, after, as you said, he got an interception in the first quarter, but after that, Eastwood swore to not get an interception after that. And so far, they haven't given up a single turnover.
Lastly, they're going to run it again with Shabazz and count it. Zdeněk Shabazz with a Bulldog touchdown.
And he was able to get into the end zone right now for the touchdown. Winding up on 3 minutes. We'll see if they can do anything else right now.
63-33 as we stand. A little over 3 minutes remain. Well, I mean, you're down 30, right? You have over 3 minutes. Just 10 points every minute and you can come back.
That is true, Sebastian. However, they're going to need a miracle to even think about coming back.
Bulldogs go for 2. Barilla in the backfield. They're going to hand it off and count it. Another successful 2-point conversion makes it 63-35.
You know, if you're the Bulldogs right here, you're trying to get an onside kick right now, continue to get offensive drives, but we'll see if they can get it right now.
See the special teams attack. None of these teams shy to kicking onside kicks at any moment during the game.
You know, as you saw, even Eastwood was not shy. They took, I want to say 3 onside kicks. And they were able to recover it once, but after that, they were not able to.
Student section giving it all they got.
They really are. Even the cheer team is leading them on.
Well, they're already dressed for the party. It was a frat themed section. They're already dressed for the after party.
They definitely are, Sebastian.
Bulldogs will come in to kick it off.
You know, if I'm used to right here, I'm preparing for an onside kick.
Set to receive back is Max Mancia. Kick up in the air. This one bounces back all the way. Mishandled possession and takes a knee at the 11-yard line. Troopers will come back.
You know, Max Monsi, if he was able to clean that, if he was able to pick that ball up cleanly, who knows what could he done, what he could have done with it.
Max Mancia has truly shown his talent tonight. Tough physical run down the middle. Slamming down guys bigger than him, having touchdowns scored, and now comes Darian Diaz. Down at the 11. Diaz takes it, gives it up the middle. Short gain, put it at the 16.
You know, right now they're just looking to hand it off, get this game over. Everybody's tired. People want to go home. They're just trying to enjoy a night after an amazing win.
It was exactly that. Now it's 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5, gain of 5 on the run. Handed off, tried the run. Darian Diaz kept it. Hasn't had much luck behind the line.
You know, he really hasn't. He might not have luck, though, but his team is definitely having luck with the way they played.
Don't know if with the score that is going on, but maybe one player from the Bulldogs sideline shouted, "Get him a body bag." It remains 3rd and 5, no yards lost. Under 2 minutes to go now. They're giving it down the middle, but he can't get to the first, just stuffed short.
Yeah, now they're just trying to run out the clock, trying to make the game end. Everybody wants to go home. People are tired, especially the players. I know for a fact they're tired, but I'm sure they're loving every single moment of this. They're savoring it, enjoying the first home game.
Michael Lopez got a touch. Giving it to the young guys, see what they can do. With situations like these, inserting your young players, is it a sign of resting your weak players and not seeing your team as dangerous anymore? Or is it a sign as that, let's see what the younger guys have to offer to the table?
It's a bit of both. You know, you don't want to risk injuries of the starters, but at the same time, you also want to see what the younger guys and the backups are capable of doing.
Under a minute, 4th and 2, ball on their own 19. Trooper timeout taken.
You know, they're just trying to run out the clock before the game clock ran down.
So overall, the biggest thing coming into this was, what would the reaction be after the South Lake Carroll game? Christian, how has the Trooper rebounded after that game?
They've rebounded perfectly. You know, the first possession they were able to score, get the crowd excited, get everybody excited. And after that score, they've just been playing outstanding, just non-stop scoring, amazing defensive stops, not letting the Las Cruces Bulldogs get a lot, and they've just been proving how good they are.
Went there to gain experience, and experience they're showing. Under a minute to play, both teams coming back to the field. Michael Lopez and Elijah Molinar as the backs. Darian Diaz remains under center.
I believe they're going for it. Yes, they are going for it on 4th down.
4th and 2, nothing to lose. Running up the middle, trying to stop the game, and this one ices it away.
And that right there was just the dagger, the thorn in the side, you know. With that just ends every single hook that you had.
Michael Lopez, the junior, showing the moves. Run up the gut results in a Trooper first down.
Hail Mary is throw it as far as you can.
Bulldogs still have 2 timeouts left. The question is, will they use them?
I don't think they will, Sebastian. You know, they're down by this much. It would just be pointless at this point.
Under 30 seconds to go. Troopers will more than likely let the play clock wind. Christian, your closing thoughts on tonight's game?
Closing thoughts, Las Cruces, they need to step it up at their next game. You know, they really need to prove to their team and their school that they're a good program. Eastwood, they did an amazing job coming back after a tough loss to play South Lake Carroll. And you know, they hope to just continue that from here on out.
And that is game. The Troopers take it in fashion, 63-35. Thank you for sticking with us tonight. Sebastian Perez Navarro and Christian Salazar coming to you live from Trooper Stadium. Thank you for watching the Eastern Performance Athletics Network. Over and out.